knowing this season now, does their decision to kill Foggy off the start, does it change for you at all?
No.
I was never against it.
I don't know. I feel like
It's the same way that the way the season ended is like all of the like major changes to the status quo of a character. I see those as a good thing to move forward.
but I feel like
because
Foggy-
as long as you tackle those in good story.
Sorry, maybe just.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it would have been better if Karen had died instead of Foggy. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Brother Complex podcast. Here's another Friday with us four brothers, and today we're reviewing the season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Okay, so we're gonna just jump straight into it. Obviously, we'll give a spoiler warning once we get into spoilers, so this first part is non-spoiler, and then we put it in a rating tier list with all the shows we've reviewed on the show. So, with that said, what is your score out of 10 for Daredevil Born Again season 2?
So I started the last
Bad.
review, to be fair.
I'm giving it an 8.
Giving it a 9.
I'm giving it a 10.
Giving it a 9.
To be fair, the only reason I wasn't a 10 is because I want to talk to you guys first.
Yeah.
I think there is nothing wrong with this season.
Mate, if you weren't a guy, I'll suck you.
Really?
I think there's nothing wrong with the season. I think this season grabbed all the bullshit that they decided to do last season. You know, the new characters, all the stuff, tried to ignore everything
Oh,
from
the
before.
very much like MCU
And then-
stuff.
Yeah, so it grabbed those characters and then made them good. And either finish their plot lines or make them matter, make them interesting. They brought back like a full connection with the Netflix Daredevil series to the point that after this season, I don't think there's a separation between Daredevil and Daredevil Born Again. It's a consistent story, a consistent line. So
Do you think this season was as good as like Prime Daredevil?
Yeah, 100%. I think this season was as good as Prime Daredevil. I'll put this season. I said, for example, this season was better than Daredevil season 2.
Oh, the one with Punisher.
Yeah, but
No,
but
bro.
that was only half of it. The other half
two is
is
the worst
that.
season.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. There's just the only reason why I didn't give it a 10 is that there's some stuff that like that it was for plot, but I'm like, I'll be honest, that didn't need to happen.
And like them, I don't know how I feel about the big finale.
I really liked the finale.
You did?
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't like it.
I get why they did it, but like as a viewer, I'm like
Yeah.
I get in storytelling how that's good because it's the same meaning for both characters, but like to me, I'm like as a viewer, I'm like, oh, man, I kind of like that.
Like,
doesn't
yeah,
really
like,
seem
because
fair.
technically it's 4 seasons worth of this. I know it's 2 different shows. But,
No,
like,
they're
5.
basically the same show.
okay, so 5 seasons?
5, yeah.
5 seasons for it to end like that, I just felt a little bit like.
Well, it's not over. There's gonna be another season.
No, yeah, but you get what I mean. Like, how it was resolved.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know what he means. I know what he means.
Well, we get to it in spoilers.
fighting. Ooh,
Yeah.
Bro,
this is fighting.
What just happened there?
yeah, fair.
I do have a little code.
Well, William.
Not to spoil anything, but there is one fight where Daredevil, it's Daredevil show, so I'm not spoiling that he's there. He uses like his thing to swing, and it felt very like fake when I saw it.
I think I know the scene you're on about. I did not mind it.
Really? It's
once.
inside the building.
Because in season 1, there's like the whole thing of like him swinging, and like we all agreed that looked a
First
little bit
season was
CGI.
worse.
This one, there was no one moment.
I
was
just
like,
noticed. I was like,
oh,
ooh,
bro,
like
the
them.
fights, all of them look
every-
amazing. Him tossing the thing,
That
and then
fight scene
that,
with Bullseye, where he fucking hits.
Okay, so I can say it was against Bullseye.
The one with Fisk, where it comes up behind him and he just goes.
Yeah, to be
I
fair.
even wrote that down, where he weaved that punch. Where he was
Yeah, the one thing that I did like though is because sometimes it's very. I think people struggle to make
Ooh, vomit.
it's a sour.
characters like Fisk, not seem too little or too much. You see, you get what I mean? Like not too little. That it's like I thought he was supposed to be strong, but not too much. It's like, okay, now this is a bit of a joke. He's grabbing like cars and shit, right? But I think they did it perfectly in the show. Like, for example, there's one scene where he throws a punch, and right before he throws Daredevil, and you're like, oh shit, he's strong. Straight after he throws a punch and Daredevil dodges her,
And
and
he
he
hits the
breaks the wall.
Yeah.
But he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Which is like, he's strong, but he's still
he's
human.
still
One thing is,
I
I'd
really
say
like
like
that.
I think he's getting at the age, where he just doesn't walk like. I feel like he's just getting a bit too old to
be
play
Kingpin.
the Kingpin.
I disagree.
I think.
Oh,
I think.
thought you meant Charlie Cox.
No, I think Charlie Cox is fine. I mean,
he's looking his
It's
age.
Charlie Crocs.
Cox.
Crocs.
Oh, you think he's looking older, bro?
I'm talking about Kingpin.
Oh, his physique, though, to be fair.
I know he's fucking ripped, bro.
He's on roids.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know he looked like that.
No, he's fucking
Fuck,
ripped.
bro.
Like when he had.
I paused the goon
He
devil
can,
3 times.
he
bro.
can fucking play the tambourine on those.
Yeah,
bitches.
he had abs for
On your
days,
sofa
bro.
last night?
No, genuine. No, but I just think Vincent.
He could do so much better than Karen Page. bro.
I just think like, well, to be fair, he's probably not gonna play Kingpin for much longer. Like he'd probably play Kingpin in this.
I think he's fine.
I mean, it's also
in
about
terms-
time they fucking move on from Kingpin. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a con
He's
that
been
I've seen.
prevalent
That's
for-
a con that I've seen people say that like 4 out of the 5 seasons of Daredevil was around Kingpin.
Well,
Which one was he not? Oh, the
The
defendants.
gang ones.
the
No,
hand.
the first season was just about gangs.
Yeah, true.
No, he was. So
They were
he-
just
he wasn't
building
the
Kingpin,
villain-
yeah.
He wasn't the villain really in the second season because he was in prison.
Yeah.
The villain was the Punisher
But
first,
it's what I.
and then it was the Hand.
Wait, it's what you're gonna say. Daredevil doesn't have that many good villains.
Yeah, his
So it's
villain
like-
gallery.
and I mean,
Kingpin is like
It's like
remember.
Kingpin and Bullseye.
But that's.
and they had church scenes. This
but I think that's when.
pray for this
That
shit, bro.
they brought those back.
The what?
Church
Like
scenes.
churches. That was
yeah.
a problem
Like
we
bros
had
in
with
church.
Born Again. season
Oh
one.
yeah, true. Especially when he was dressed as the officer, talking about
Yeah.
that was quite.
both of the time.
all
But
of us.
I was gonna say something, but I think that's when they start connecting him, which I think would be sick if they start connecting him to Spider-Man, because then they can share the same villains, and then they can connect the whole story between Daredevil and Spider-Man. Because, like you said, he has very limited villains.
But they already do that. Kingpin was a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah,
They give it to Daredevil.
and they how they linked with like when they were younger and his whole thing of like
Whacking feet.
I'm not killing people, like I'm not letting anybody kill, and then how they were bringing back memories with Foggy to balance that out.
I'll be honest.
Should we jump in spoilers? Because I think we're getting into that territory.
That's a small
Well,
word.
no, he just said like people know that Foggy was in the season.
Do they?
Well, yeah, it was the whole thing that people saw that Foggy wasn't listed for the second season. Everyone's like, was like, oh, it's gonna
that
be
he was coming
flashbacks.
back.
Yeah,
Okay.
so people know it's flashbacks. But which knowing this season now, does their decision to kill Foggy off the start does it change for you at all?
No,
I was never against it.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
It's the same way that the way the season ended. It's like all of the like major changes to the status quo of a character. I see those as a good thing to move forward.
but I feel like
because
Foggy.
as long as you tackle those in good story.
Sorry, let me just.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it would have been better if Karen had died instead of Foggy.
No.
yeah, but because you don't
I
like
feel
women.
like Foggy. No, it's not even that. I love Karen and Matt's relationship. I just feel like Foggy is essential for Daredevil.
Now you need, especially this season, you need Karen to be there
'Cause he'd be
because
fucking.
of all the
He
stuff.
can't
Because they be
fuck.
fucking.
No,
They be fucking.
well, again, it will be spoilers, but like their dynamic and what she tries to do.
Yeah, no,
Like
get
that's
it.
essential for
Tiago's
Matt's
right.
character.
Tiago's right.
But to be fair, I will say this season was not better than the first season. That was
Born Again.
I'm dizzy from the start. Yeah, no. From like Daredevil as a whole, the first season of Daredevil. I'm just remembering like his fight with Kingpin first. His very first fight, where he's holding him and Vanessa's watching him beat the fuck out of.
That's not even season 1, bro. That's
Was it season 2?
It was at the end of season,
Season
3.
three.
Yeah, but to
Okay.
be fair,
Yeah,
like
but
Yeah,
you
season,
can
season
see-
3 is my favorite.
Well, to be
so-
fair, Matt's had like the biggest character arc in these 2
Yeah.
seasons compared with the first 3. To be fair,
Season 3, I think it's still.
was season 3 the one where he gave up on being Matt Murdock and
Yeah,
wanted to just be Daredevil?
That's the one with his mom that he finds out about her. And yeah, so season 3, and that's the one where like he's letting like the goons like beat him to death.
I mean, yes.
The goons.
The goons.
Yeah, let's move on. Spoilers. So, spoilers for Daredevil.
So Daredevil dies.
I do have a before we. So let's start.
Imagine they stop watching.
I had a slight problem, and I don't know if it's because I don't remember much from season 1. I feel like it didn't flow very well from the end of season 1, because then we start season 2.
No, yeah, I agree
And
with
like
that.
Karen's already like they're in hiding,
Yeah.
and Karen's this kind of not vigilante, but you know,
I agree.
Like they're full on going at it.
Yeah, there was a passage of time, but if you think about it, it's less than how it was in Born Again from the previous.
but that's why I kind of don't like why they killed Foggy in the beginning, because there was such a big jump,
yeah,
and then they kill one of the most
the
important
first season
characters.
has a lot of its problems, but I think that this season was in a very tough position because like the creators were back like with the rails, so they're like, how do we fix all the bullshit from last season and how do we bring it back to OG Daredevil without just ignoring everything. And I think the way they attack, for example, all the characters introduced, Daniel, last season, Daniel, great character development this season. Him and BB,
Yeah.
right?
BB did not give a fuck about
Oh,
that.
no. BB pissed me off, bro.
She did, bro.
Don't use my boy's heart to get what you
No,
want.
but she did not care. Like, that was kind of one of my negatives. Like, hey, she was kind of dumb.
She did care about him.
No.
Because I remember, like, when he was testing her that she didn't know, he told her.
That's the
And
only
he
scene.
didn't send the...
That was the only scene.
And he
Besides
went to
that,
see
she was
Compleano.
used,
Yeah,
and then
no, because-
he dies. We don't see any scene of remorse from
Yeah.
her.
No, she has a picture of him on her desk.
Oh,
Oh, that's enough.
that's enough.
Also,
What would you want him to do?
I'm honest.
I,
I
I
disagree.
genuinely thought that when he went walk away, that they were gonna lips. I
And
guess
then,
What
like,
does that- what does
and
that
then,
have
and then she has the fucking most important thing. Ignore him. She has such an important chip on her jacket, and she doesn't. She leaves it there for like days on end.
Chip.
The fucking important
The
thing,
Dorito.
the Renaissance, mate. The video with like all the media that was gonna like show that all the people that were stuck under Fisk. She had that shit in her pocket for days, and so just gonna like release it. And then Daniel found it. I was like, of course you left it in your pocket. As soon as that guy looked at, as soon as that happened, I was like, Daniel clearly saw that, but he didn't take anything. I knew she was gonna leave
I
that shit in
quite
her
like
pocket.
the
bro.
whole thing of like Buck, which is like this mercenary, actually quite liking like Daniel in terms of like almost like a, I don't know what you call it, but like
Bucksaw.
like a bucksaw.
no, he said Buck is hot. Cat.
Oh, like
The
a
fuck is a bucksaw?
I don't know. I just went, what were you saying? Like a friend or whatever, and then at the end, like he hesitates to pull the trigger, but pulled it.
But I still like how he still does it.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I was like...
Is it weird that I think there's too much blood in the show?
Yes.
No.
No, it is weird that he thinks that.
Oh.
No, but
Yeah.
like sometimes like people get punched and you just be like they just use their whole body volume of
What
blood
on
coming
the
out.
last when the fist goes
No,
boom?
no. Like overall,
Just fucking ragdoll.
overall in fights is like when people were getting punched, it just seemed like there was so much blood from like one punch.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Like they would get punched and it
didn't
just
feel that.
suddenly their whole face was blood.
Well, Daniel's,
Like-
yeah, because he was getting
brutally
keyed by-
molested.
by-
It's
by
not a
Buck.
main thing. It's just something I noticed. I was like,
Who thought that Buck wasn't gonna shoot him?
Well, so
I knew it was.
I was
saw it on
with
TikTok.
Daniel. The whole time with his character development, I was in the fence between, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but more like, are they going with him having a redemption, or are they going to make him full villain, him fully embracing to be like the Kingpin's like disciple, and so whether or not you'd give up BB, there was like him picking that path.
BB for
So
the BB.
him deciding to go on the redemption, I was like, okay.
Kill me.
But when he sees Buck, if Buck had also decided not to shoot him, I think that would have made the show
No,
bad.
yeah.
But the fact
No, I
that Buck, obviously he still struggles with it, but Buck still sticks to
Yes, it might be a 10 actually.
like his things of like. Because I like how there's people that like can
I was
be
just
good, and there's people that choose to be evil, and Buck chooses to be a bad guy, and he chooses to be evil, and I like how Daniel chose to be good, and he suffered
you know
the
what I like?
consequence for it, and he suffered the
And
consequence.
when
for it.
Bullseye fought the fake Bullseye, he kills him by hitting him in the bullseye. Did you guys understand?
He did, yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, okay. So
Yeah, but why did Bullseye shoot there at the end?
Yeah, that I was
what if
like.
I
Because the whole thing of Bullseye is that he was so insane that he thought by killing someone else he could balance the scales.
Yeah.
But then he goes and takes the sniper out and tries to kill Kingpin again.
Yeah, because he still wants. He hasn't changed.
Yeah, but there's
that.
no reasoning there. Because the whole thing is Daredevil was like, if you really want to balance the scales, do this. He does that.
No, but he doesn't. He literally told Matt that, being like, you know, I'm not
I don't
one
know.
to like follow my
I don't
word,
know.
and he's like, yeah, do whatever. So he does what Matt does, but he still believes that killing Kingpin will solve again. And he's not the only one. Like most people, the whole crowd want the Kingpin gone, and he was just
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
fighting was
I
so
would say
good.
Bullseye is second to Daredevil, best character in the show.
When he
Third is Kingpin.
when he went
Yeah.
on the
Bro, I really liked the 1v1 between
Have you seen
Daredevil.
those trends on TikTok? The weaving and they just start hitting the fucking gradient, no?
I really love the 1v1 between Daredevil and Kingpin, like right after Vanessa dies. One, because it starts off with Matt being like, listen, Wilson, we don't have to do that again. And then Wilson going, oh, and then Matt's like, like rolling his eyes. And then when they're fighting, how their fighting styles are like polar opposites. Matt super agile, landing a bunch of hits, no damage.
brutal.
Wilson just swinging very slow, hard to hit it, but when it does, Matt gets folded.
And do you know what's the interesting thing? Season 3, Kingpin gets smacked against the white wall. His blood goes
The
on the wall,
canvas, the
and the
canvas.
wall gets cracked.
It's on the canvas.
On
this get quiet, so his blood goes on.
but this time he goes on the canvas, but it's Daredevil's blood that goes on it.
Yeah, and I also like that when they are about to finish the fight, that Wilson rips the canvas because he punches it. And it gets ripped, and it's such a good connection to that fight in the 3rd season because this time Matt's very different. He's not the same Daredevil. So in this time he's legit just being like, we have to stop this. Let's try to reach. We both leave New York or whatever.
Yeah, he's no longer in season 3. He was trying to beat him, and that's why.
Well,
he has, that
trying
big
to beat him
scream of,
in season 3. Yeah, he goes to kill him, and then that's when he has a massive scream to keep himself in check.
That's one of my negatives though. I feel like they didn't touch enough on Matt making the decision to kill Bullseye on that rooftop, bro.
because that was more the last season.
I know, but the last season they didn't touch it at all. I thought it's because there was no really alone time.
They did the whole fact. The thing is, there was so much bullshit integrated with last season that it kind of misses the point. But for example, the fact that he can't go inside the church last season and he only stands outside listening to the mass, it's because he feels that
I guess
and
that's true. I
the
forgot
whole
about
thing
that,
of
that's
him pushing after Foggy and after he does that to Bullseye, pushing everyone away. But the only problem is that afterwards you have the bank episode where him being cracking jokes and hitting random color, the different mask.
But
guys,
the thing is,
so.
it's just little things in the show, like BB having that little thing in her pocket for the hell of time, and then Daniel.
I did.
The other thing is, for example, the most important witness gets left with 2 random cops, and then of course he gets killed. Little things like that, where I'm like,
yeah, but they were
they're minor, they're very, very minor.
and again,
Did you guys like the kids?
It's not like they just left them by himself. They left with cops, but
No.
Yeah, but of course that was gonna happen.
yeah, but Daredevil can't be everywhere at once.
I'm not saying, but the most important
No,
witness.
did
you
you,
get.
fuck the
did
kid,
you like
bro.
the? I didn't really like the
Fuck the
kids.
kid.
I wish he was older.
White Tiger. So I don't have 2 problems with it because one,
You don't have 2 problems.
so
You just have one.
no,
Just
so
one girl.
I don't have problems with her character, because usually kids in these shows, it tends to be it's being ridiculous the stuff they're doing.
You can hang up, bro. This guy looked at his phone, saw there was a fucking bad number, and left it ringing.
Pennsylvania's calling me.
So because 2 things. The first time that she shows up is when she breaks the people. She helps break the people out, and all she did was empty. It was slash the tires.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of screen time.
And so she just helped on the side, and so she didn't do anything unrealistic that takes you out of the show. And then the other time that she shows up is at the very end. There's a crowd, and she is helping fight some of the officers. But remember, she has the amulet that gives powers.
Yeah, I know, but
So-
I don't want to see
I
a
wish
kid,
he was older, bro.
grown man going around and grabbing a gun, bro. You're 7. I'll literally boot your jaw into a fucking
I wish he
Australia.
was older.
She was also barely in it.
Yeah,
so.
that's why it's not
If she was
negative.
16, 17, I would been fine because she's old enough to have that disciple. Because she's not just where if she's fighting 6 men with guns. I'm not I don't know. And seeing a kid even if her performance wasn't bad, it's just man, there's so much real shit
also,
going on.
I mean, since we're kind of just jumping around, but
Do you want to do it chronologically?
No.
I think the whole memories of them young balancing out
That
with
episode.
him trying to follow what Foggy stood for and him being we're not killing anymore. No one's killing Vincent. No one's killing Kingpin. We're not killing anymore. I'm not killing Bullseye. Going back to save Bullseye. I think that was amazing.
That episode again. I'm pretty sure that was 2 different episodes because the flashbacks was a whole
Yeah.
episode just for flashbacks. There you got to see.
It wasn't a whole episode because there was something happening while he was having flashbacks.
Yeah.
I think it was when he came back for Bullseye. It was during the flashback episode.
No.
Because he leaves the building, has a flashback. And
Yeah,
comes
I'm pretty
back.
sure.
Maybe,
Isn't it the flashback where they're
one that I watched last night, guys.
what? So what? Where they're talking
You were
about
asleep.
the guy, right? The criminal. And they're oh, should we, and Matt's is it about justice or something like that? And Foggy goes, no, it's about mercy.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he goes back for
Bullseye when he
I don't
went
think so.
to-
It was after. Oh no, yeah, because no, yeah, exactly. You're right. Because after he saves them, he's in the church. The officers are going in, and it's like Bullseye's telling him to leave, and Matt goes to leave because he's telling himself, I tried. I can't get you more. I'm not going to sacrifice myself for you." And he goes to leave, and then that's when he cuts.
To be fair, he was leaving, and I was like, "That's not Daredevil."
That episode was beautiful. How it it also shows a little bit of Kingpin with Wesley back from season 1, how it connects with Buck. But yeah, that whole flashback with Foggy, that he has a little arc with his childhood bully. That he goes back and he gives him the money to tell him to live, and the whole thing about mercy. Yeah, that was absolutely insane.
Did he live?
And how that. Well, he left
Because he wasn't there anymore.
yeah, when they came when Buck went to kill him, and how that contrasts, how that like relates to how Matt feels now and how he feels about it has to save Bullseye, like because that's just it's always about mercy. It doesn't matter what Bullseye did. So yeah, it makes Foggy's death at the beginning of Born Again like very good
Because
for
it
the plot.
changed Matt and Daredevil so much.
Yeah.
Because before Foggy, you wouldn't have Daredevil going to Fist talk about Grace.
Yeah,
You just wouldn't.
Exactly, you would. That's why at the end of season 3, he was inches from killing.
Even
away
though
Fist.
this season, holy product placement. I noticed that a lot.
Really?
Holy in the like young scenes, Matt's talking, sips on the Rona.
Oh yeah, you're drinking wrong.
Holy product
no,
placement.
I
I
just
was thinking how much the Corona because he wouldn't be talking, stops mid sentence.
No, I thought you were just having beers with
I
the
thought it
boys.
was fine.
No,
And
for
it's
sure,
like
product
beers
placement.
and feet. Like
No,
that's
no,
what you-
yeah, beers and feet. Like, to be
yeah.
fair, he's talking about like.
It is canon that Matt likes
to be
feet.
fair, him being like, I don't mind feet. I'm like, me neither, brother. And one of these. But I was thinking, like, how much did Rona have to pay to be in?
Yeah, no, I mean,
That's why my toes are wet.
And another thing that I love. What did he say?
that's why my toes are wet.
Another thing that I love this season
They're sour.
was a big problem that we had last season. How the first time he said "I love you" to someone was to the random therapist as he was dating. This season, he's back in a full relationship with Karen.
Is she gonna be Muse?
She's gonna be But let's go back.
Bro,
to
that freaked me out, bro. Why is she smiling at herself in the mirror with a man?
No, it's because she finally sees herself.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Yeah, and I got it. But you're still freaking as shit, bro.
Yeah, so Karen in this show, and it was probably I loved her character this show. She's back with Matt. They have a full healthy relationship
fuck.
going on.
They fuck.
They do.
Blindly.
Mating press.
Mating press. Holy mating press. He thinks
so
Daredevil
yeah.
is the mating press. Okay.
So yeah, so their relationship is the strongest this season. I'm so happy they're together. He says "love you" to her multiple times. It's just basically pulls all the bullshit that they're trying to give the last season of like, oh, here's a new love interest for Matt. Karen is the one, and I also love that after you see that.
But you just started seeing them together.
Also, yeah, because they work together in season 3. They're just
But not season 4.
yeah. So, because of all the bullshit that Born Again season 1 did. So I also love the fact you see throughout most of the season like that they're on the same page about everything, supporting each other. And then when he brings back Bullseye, Karen is gonna kill him. Okay, can we actually?
same page. Karen Page?
Like Karen is gonna kill him, and Daredevil makes her miss last second.
Even though those words hurt me, and I'm not Daredevil.
What words?
What? That's-
Afterwards, when
maybe
she's like,
Frank is right.
maybe Frank is right, and then she's just like telling him, like screaming at him, being like, "Oh, you don't know what you're doing." I don't remember the word she said, but like just fucking full on, just
like, you don't have the
disgracing
strength
his
to do it.
mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because at this point, Matt knows because of Bullseye, he knows what it's like to make that decision.
Yeah.
And it's just like him trying to get to Karen, and Karen just full on fucking clipped in the head, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro! And when he got shot through the leg, and he's then going into church, being like, "I'm so alone." Please. Oh, bro! I was like,
Bro.
ah.
I'm pretty sure there's like 3 separate church scenes because there's one where he goes in pretending to be the officer.
There's one where he got
There's
shot
the
in the
one
leg.
where he that's the one where he brings Bullseye.
Bullseye.
And
Yeah, but
then
he
the
doesn't
one,
pray on that one.
No, and the one after is the one that he is after he gets shot. And yeah, like all the I almost said prison, all the church scenes inside.
Oh,
outside.
I would say. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the court scene.
I was gonna say, yeah, okay.
We're gonna.
Now,
get
I
to
was
that
gonna
next.
say the last episode is the best episode of Daredevil.
Ooh,
I don't know.
that's hard. I mean,
The whole flashback one was good.
I would say the last episode is better than anything on the season.
season 3 had some.
Would you say the last episode is better than anything in Born Again?
I don't. Maybe again. I think I'll put the flashback one, like with
Bro,
him
I mean,
carrying
so
Bullseye.
him saying I am Daredevil.
And then him
well,
at the when all the red
No,
people
yeah.
and him holding fists.
Yeah.
but then what about Foggy?
And then
Did
they
he get
make
life?
out.
I mean, it was just.
Yo, it's them slipping
just so
Corona
good.
and saying they like feet. Yeah, bro.
But yeah, so yeah, Bullseye this season we missed. We haven't talked about the diner scene when he basically shows up. He starts the day like cooking eggs, and then he goes and he just
Best fight in the season.
like he gets a milkshake and he does a call, and the whole time he's like,
Best fight in the season.
and
I
then he
think.
just
Best fight in the season where he just fucking hits the forks up.
yeah.
Best fight in the season.
Yeah,
bro.
the choreography is insane. Yeah, between like
Oh,
the
you're on
way-
about Bullseye now.
yeah,
Yeah.
the way Bullseye fights, the way Daredevil fight, the way Kingpin fight, so different characters, and their character is translated to their fighting style and to the way they move.
And to be fair, like Bullseye does have knives and guns, but the thing about Bullseye
Is that he just uses
he
random
just uses
shit.
random shit
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to be boring. So
Yeah.
that's why, for example, in the comics, he would just try to kill Electro with a playing card, and like he kills people with like baseballs. And then, for example, that's why in the first season when he's throwing like pool balls at people,
Yeah.
so like that. But this season he was using everything. He used the lobster,
yeah,
he used the lobster, and then the lobster was still alive.
yeah. Now don't you remember? Because he reaches into the tank, he pulls the lobster claw, and he throws it.
No, and it was good that before like the police showed up or like the officers. You can see him like analyzing the place to see where everything is. Like he looks at the tank, he looks at and it just shows his like OCD a little. Like literally mid fight, he's looking at the guy and going, "You do know the dogs are inside the territory of the place."
And the two characters that were probably like the most boring that were introduced last season. The
Therapist.
other lawyer,
Kirsten.
yeah,
Kirsten.
and the police officer, the bald guy, the old guy.
They were
so
better
like,
this
so like for example, this season they're like, they are side characters. Let's make their moments count. And the police officer with the whole thing of him having a heart attack and the others going after him and then he's in the hospital, like that made his character matter. Same thing with Kristen, and like she be basically in the trial with
She
Swordmasters.
represented swordsman.
Yeah, that's how she was just being going against a corrupt system and all that stuff. So I really like how they pinpointed what worked in Born Again and what didn't. They were like, let's dial back on those characters, but when they do show up, let's make them count.
But that core scene was just when he's like seeing Matt be a lawyer again, and like how he brings in the evidence, and then how he's
Yeah.
like, oh, so if we had Daredevil here, he would be.
He's edging. Bro, when he first showed up, that Christian goes to the judge and he's like, can I get in my co-counsel? And the guy's like, co-counsel? And then Daredevil Matthew just shows
Because
up.
I love the line where Fisk turns to Matt in mid-court and it's like, "You're a fool," and he goes, "No, I'm not. I'm Daredevil." Because that's how those lines go. I think that was very good.
It was insane.
How do we feel on him announcing that he's Daredevil?
I think
How are they gonna go back?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Doctor Strange.
I think it's going to be a case. I really don't want them to do the Spider-Man thing of like find some gimmick to make people forget. I think this stays now, and people just know Matthew Murdock is Daredevil. Because just think about it. At this point in time, him being a lawyer, like with Foggy. Foggy's dead. That's the storyline is not going to go that way anymore. So in order to get the character moving forward, obviously he's in prison now, but like moving forward, I don't mind this would be another thing he's gonna have to.
Well, the thing is, in the comics, the only time that Matt goes to prison is after he accidentally kills someone, but he still has his mask, and then he does.
No,
He does.
You don't know.
he does have his mask in the
Yeah,
prison.
they don't know he's Matt Murdock.
But they do.
No,
They do.
no,
They do.
no.
That is the Chip Zdarsky run.
And you don't know
And,
it.
and I do know because that's when Elektra becomes Daredevil.
Yeah, Electro takes over the Daredevil mantle, but
Matthew
they don't-
Murdock, they knew it was.
no one knew that he's Matt Murdock. That's why he still wears a mask in prison. Whenever they come, he puts the mask back on, the
Yeah.
orange mask.
No, I'm pretty sure Rob is right. Because I've read that run as well.
I'm right. And then that's the one of my favorite panels. That's one of my favorite panels where he fights everyone in the prison courtyard and he's just laying there with the mask. It's like the orange.
Doesn't
one.
he get
I know,
white
I
suits?
know he wears one, but
Yeah.
people still know he's
No, because the whole thing. Because in the comics, the whole thing that like they get the right to keep their identity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why when
Regardless.
Spider-Man's in court, he doesn't have to take his mask out either. But the thing is, basically, that happens in the comics, but they can't really do that now. So I don't really know what they're gonna do. Like, what they're gonna release him. and-
Well, I would hope the next season he spends like it would be like most of it in jail.
Luke Cage is running for mayor. I think that's happening next season.
I hope it's not already next season because I want to get some sort of Defenders team up going. I really want.
I don't think that's happening. Did you see the crisp on his beard, bro? He cut that. He shaved that shit. He's been running for mayor.
He's ready for election.
I know he's wearing the mayor outfit.
Yeah,
He's basically like the
But I
stone
still
guy from
want
Invincible.
to-
because he's black.
I
No,
still,
they're both strong.
I still want like another Defenders team up before everyone goes their own ways.
Kind of glad I didn't see Iron Fist.
Yeah, which you was gonna say.
I think it will be next season
Maybe.
because there's like photos all set.
I just don't know.
Oh
Like,
yeah, what did you guys think of Jessica Jones this season?
I fucked with her. Her powers. I got kind of confused.
She's
was
losing
like,
her power.
Yeah, but she said but she didn't really announce it. I just picked up from the conversation they were having because she was like, "Yeah, it's been weird."
It's because
She had a kid?
at the end. So
With Luke Cage.
So the kid is new, but at the end of Jessica Jones season 3, she was like losing her powers, and that was like the thing that was happening. So at least I'm happy that they connected to that. It's not that like they're just trying to connect to Daredevil. They are connecting to the whole. That's why they're even bringing Finn Jones back as Iron Fist, even though people don't think he's a good Iron Fist. That's like if you're gonna connect to something, connect to the whole thing.
Is
and
that
I'm
the-
happy that
Is that the Iron Fist in Marvel Rivals?
No.
No, because that's the sword
That's
guy.
that's the new one. But yeah, so
He's
I'm
not
happy
that
that they're connected to it, and now they brought back Jessica Jones. They connect to her previous season, so I'm happy they did that.
But why is she losing her powers?
It was
I thought was it because of the kid?
no, I don't think so. I think it was something to do with like the drugs, like the experiment that gave her powers.
She didn't do an Eve.
That she went back to it. It was some bullshit like that. I don't really remember. I haven't watched season 3 in a while.
Eve has a bigger kill count than.
And then Jessica Jones.
But
She's
yeah,
self-nuke
I
herself.
really like how they brought it back. How they're like going basically full, bringing all the stuff from the Netflix shows that were a little bit afraid of going too comic booky, and now going like, okay, let's see what happened to these characters in the comics. And the big thing with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage is that they get married and they have a kid. So I'm loving that they're going that way. So now we'll be able to have that in the MCU. Like
thing is,
continuity.
Did Daredevil know that the people were in the locker room? Did he know? Because when he went, it looks like he had to make that decision because between the weapons or the people. Yeah. Like it seems like he was making that decision then.
Yeah.
But why?
Because he heard the people.
Yeah, but the
He
thing
heard
is, why wasn't it a preconceived idea being like, I'm going there for the people? Because it made it seem like he didn't know that the people were there until he was inside.
No, he just realized that they were in two different places. Like, for example, if I have great hearing and I hear there's a noise over there, I don't know how many rooms there are.
No, but he
So-
does because he also has the echo.
Yeah,
thing.
I know, but you could have been just a thing of like, oh shit, there's these two rooms are separate.
That's another thing. I also loved the way they used his like radar sense this season. How they used it with the watch. He puts a watch inside the weapons crate, and that's how he's able to pinpoint where it is. I also like every time he does it, like the sound gets narrower and like there's like a zoom in. And when he's in court and he goes to the judge's chambers and he like Wilson Fisk starts whispering because he knows Matt can hear it. Yeah, I think
And
I
then
would like some more rain scenes where he's more effective.
Rain.
Yeah, because he's more
No,
effective. in rain.
that's only he's less. No,
He's
he's
more
more.
effective. There's more
but
sound.
that was only in the movie.
No, in the show as well.
Well, no,
He-
it makes him worse, no?
He
No.
brings Karen out.
Really?
No, that was in the movie.
And in the show.
It was in the show as well.
Echolocation is that sound bounces off the wall.
Because in the
so if
movie,
there's more
they
sound.
made it seem like he can
can
only
see
see
that.
in the
No,
rain.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. Because I remember that the one time that he almost killed someone, that he did kill someone by accident, was in the rain. So I thought the rain made it worse because there's more noise, so more like.
No, that
When,
means he just
when did he kill someone
sees
by accident?
better.
Anyways, did it not bother you that the police were legit just doing illegal shit?
The
The
task force. Well, they were.
I know, but
they
like-
were not doing so. And so the problem with that is like the Protections Act, the
Safe trees.
the Safe Streets
Safe
Act.
trees, the safe trees.
Like that put into place gave them power over the law.
I know, but I
That's
feel
why.
like- yeah,
so
I
they
guess.
so they could do illegal shit.
I guess. I don't know if it was just like
I just don't know what they're gonna do now. They've like
And that's why once that was abolished at the end, they all went to prison.
they told everyone that he's Daredevil. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it was a very good episode, very good scene, but like,
I really don't mind.
And then when they were
Him
like,
throwing the
blind
baton.
man, they're
Imagine
there.
he just threw it against the wall and he just fell.
imagine he missed.
just kill someone.
And then starts going, help! Vanessa dying caught me off guard. I was not expecting.
And
that.
some people were saying that she died because she was allergic to pineapple juice.
What?
What?
No, honestly, because like he gives, because she asks for pineapple juice, and Fisk is like, "Oh, you don't like that, but because it makes your lip tingle," and she's like, "I still want it," so he gives it to her, and then she dies.
I thought it was gonna be a memory.
People started
Yeah,
saying
no, it was
that
memory.
she was allergic. No, yeah, and she didn't die because of the pineapple
No,
juice.
but yeah, her dying. Like when he flipped her, he just goes,
Well, what did we think of Muse?
Well, she was.
The bitch was annoying, bro. First, she assaulted someone, and there's no repercussions. for that.
I liked how she.
I thought we were gonna have some steamy sex bucking her when she's just gripping his neck
I like so
She was gripping Buck's meat.
one of
and just breathing heavy.
another big con we had with the last season
grabbing him by the
was
throat.
another big character we had last season was her character, especially like how we were annoyed when she kind of like when Daredevil goes to save her from Muse, and then she's like, "Oh, I did that. I didn't need Daredevil,"
Yeah.
and we're like, "You dumb bitch." I love how this season she's going through it because of that, like that traumatic event. She is
But
tweaking.
I wanted more of a reaction from her when she finds out that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. She was just like,
I think that was the breaking point. She just
and like she did assault the warrior, but then like there's no
well, to be
consequences.
fair,
for that.
there was also like when everything was going down. That was right
Well,
before.
she assaulted Karen.
That was right before the mayor was
Yeah.
juggling.
To be fair, when he goes boo and
What
fucking
did you guys-
smashes
Oh,
the guy
no.
against a
Bro,
fucking wall.
yeah.
I'm like, that guy dead. He just killed the guy.
No, yeah, he did. No, like when he smashed, like his whole cranium went silent.
Yeah, when he picked up the guy and threw him against the wall, his spine
Bro,
cracked in 7
I
pieces.
love that scene when Fisk
Just-
is just killing people, and then people start running away, and he just starts grabbing them. They're like,
Yeah, I don't know.
"No."
I kind of like how the therapist, she was just like seeing Muse, and at the end she puts the mask and then sears herself in the mirror. Is like, bro, that's freaky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That
And
was good.
how the final like moment between Daredevil and Fisk is not him fighting him to defeat him, is him choosing not to fight him and be like,
Talking about
take
grace.
exactly, make him take the best option that lets him
Make
get
him take
away, and Matt would go to prison.
Math.
And Matthew, because I was gonna say Matthew, but I didn't go all the way.
Math
and
in English.
and the Daredevil would. So even at the end, he's trying to make Fisk pick the best option for him.
But that leads to the end, which is he's in Bahamas and Matt's in prison.
Yeah.
Like, so Bullseye is fine, Kingpin is fine, but Matt's in prison.
Exactly. That was the sacrifice that he made. That he understood.
You know, I
with
get
the-
that, and I know that the beach for Kingpin is the same idea of imprisonment.
Mm.
But still matter of the fact that he's still enjoying Bahamas. Like,
I think so. The set photos.
They didn't even
of,
let him change. He's still wearing the same suit, bro.
The set photos of last season, of next season. I mean, Kingpin apparently is going to come back, for like as a homeless guy. He's going to be like hiding in the streets of New York as homeless because he's like with a massive beard and with a beanie. So,
Well,
so,
I mean, I do think they should give Kingpin a rest.
yeah.
I do really want like the next villain being this new Muse. I think that's going to.
Sure.
I'll be honest,
some,
I
some good
won't
stuff.
mind if they didn't touch Kingpin again.
I wouldn't mind if they killed Daredevil.
I want a scene like they did in the comics, the fucking prisons fight scene where he's just fighting because there's
Yeah.
hella
Yeah.
task
and
force.
now that like because he's going not only
Yeah, true.
does his identity is out, so they know Matthew Murdock.
Math
again.
Matthew Murdock is Daredevil.
It's the sour.
He's also in prison with all the criminals he put away and all the task force that just got.
So
prison.
I want like where he's just
he's
fucking
gonna
marking people and
he's
then
gonna-
just passes
well,
out.
he can't be marking people.
Not
but
marking. Well, to be fair, he didn't like break a fucking task force's arm off.
yeah, but that's not
Yeah,
marking.
that's not-
Or he also snapped the guy's whole leg off.
I
in
mean,
the
do you remember
prison.
in season 1
With the
where
prison.
he fucking jumps on
Oh,
the guy's
my
leg?
Yeah.
No, that was in the last season.
So I said season 1,
Oh,
where Math
yeah.
is breaking people's fucking.
Oh yeah, I
tibias,
remember that
man.
when his leg is
He
fully
just jumps
straight
on
and
it.
he just 2 feet tackles his knee.
Yeah.
in. Ooh.
So, what did you guys think of the suit? There
Oh,
were
lovely
people
suit.
complaining
Favorite
about the suit getting like redder.
Bloody. Oh, bro, you're a chud. I loved it. I loved the black suit. I loved
agree.
the black suit.
The double D's.
Well, you
it's
like the
just,
black suit or you like the?
No, I like the
No, I
black
like
suit.
the
Yeah, I
black
like black suit. I thought you fit.
Yeah. Perfect. You thought the black suit fit.
Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, I think
Yeah,
it
man.
is.
The thing is, even though Wilson was boxing the guy, they were not following boxing rules. He was just grabbing the youth and fucking going at it, bro. Well, he was holding him like this. I'm like, I was like, where the ref?
Yeah, because he was about to fucking hit his back into the deck. I was like, pretty sure that's normal.
That's not legal.
Wilson,
bro.
Wilson,
Wilson.
Bring it back, Will.
Lo siento. But yeah, they might be a 10. It
Yeah,
might
like
be a 10.
every character was tackled perfectly.
But not the kid.
Karen's performance.
Karen had a mole here.
Yeah, that's she's always had that. Karen, do you feel like sometimes she was overperforming?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
I think Jessica was underperforming sometimes.
no, just
Because she'd just be like,
No, but that's
That
not
is
just
her.
kidding.
That is her.
She can't be. Bro, I loved when they're like holding up in the office and she goes straight for the bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, but that's-
and
that's-
starts
nah,
pounding
but
it.
to be
That's Miss
fair,
Jones.
Luke Cage, bro, crisp. Oh my
crisp trim,
Wow,
bro.
So that
he went to the
actor,
barber before
like,
seeing his wife, bro.
Mike, is it? What did you say?
He went to the barber before going to see his wife, bro.
Mike Holter is it Holter? Perfect actor for Luke Cage. He just walks.
But who was Charles? Who the fuck? Where was Luke Cage this whole time? And Jessica
Bro,
Jones.
I wish I could say what
Apparently
the...
he was abroad. All I'm saying is, so obviously at the end, we see that Bullseye is now working for Charles. A
filming
lot
the-
of people saying that basically because Charles is working for the shady government side, that Bullseye would join a future Thunderbolts team. What do you guys think about that?
I'd love that.
I think that
Yeah.
would be sick.
I want Bullseye so bad, man.
Well, but he wouldn't really fit onto the Thunderbolts because he's actually insane.
But that's
Like
exactly.
gay.
That's why like the new
You want
Thunderbolts,
Bullseye throw a dildo into your ass, bro.
like the new Thunderbolts are like mostly heroes. So I would. That's why people are saying either Thunderbolts are like a new Dark Avengers team.
We already have two Avengers, man. The third.
So yeah. So now Daredevil's going to be in prison, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man in Brand New Day, you see in the trailer him fighting the Hand, a Daredevil enemy,
Yeah.
in prison. Do you think that basically means that Daredevil is going to be?
I think.
No way out?
Well, I thought even before I watched Born Again season 2, I thought if the hands involved, the Daredevil has to be involved. So I think
think
it's
so.
a pretty
Yeah,
certain thing.
Do you think Electro would be involved as well in the same prison?
I think.
Elektra's dead.
Yeah.
Awesome, no guy.
Well,
As it
no,
stands.
she might come back as a villain though, from like working for the Hand.
Well, that they already did that plot. Like she already died once, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
she
she
came
did.
back in the Defenders.
Yeah.
So they already did, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
she died
true.
again. So I don't know.
Maybe
if
she comes back as
Normal
Bullseye.
again. Yeah. That would be sick though.
So
that's
I really do think that Daredevil's
that's
going to be
two
Spider-Man.
mixes that I've always wanted to see live action. Is
Anyways, now we're moving on to.
Oh yeah. All right. Rating tier list. We currently have it top good.
Oh, Michael.
No, it goes cinema for sure. Just where.
So I honestly think that we, again, like I said at the beginning, I don't think, especially after this season, there's no point in differentiating Born Again from the OG series. That's one series.
I agree.
I agree.
So the Daredevil series with Born Again just being like what season
More
4 and 5
cinema.
are called, I think together it's top absolute cinema.
Nah,
You know what? I'll back you up on that decision.
It's because what other superhero TV
the
show?
first one that wasn't off Born Again was bit iffy to be.
It was like a
top.
7 or 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a mid. It still has
But
some
I
really
think
good
it's
good.
moments.
But I think he brings it to
Bro, no, it was the whole thing of like,
Low
what
cinema.
about
Yeah,
Foggy,
we
bro?
gave it an 8. We gave it 8.
Oh, good point.
Like it had those whole Punisher
good.
scenes. So yeah, so honestly, Daredevil
agree.
as a whole, Born Again and OG series together,
Beautiful.
it's a 10 out of 10
Beautiful.
show.
Yeah.
Sure.
It, it has its moments where people might, maybe I'm not too much
Shout
of a fan of
out
that,
Charlie
but-
Sure,
Cox.
you know, I
overall.
agree with you. I agree with you. I
Shout
agree.
out
Fuck
Charlie,
you.
shout out Charlie Cox. Shout out Mark Webb for Tasm. Bro, shout out everyone, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Shout out for Bonnie Poole for getting a picture with me the other day.
More shout out.
Shout out Spartacus. And yeah, I mean, that's not the episode. Shout out Kiss Hyphen Van Dyke.
What's your brother's verdict?
All right, so let's go do. Can we move on to the fucking Brothers Verdict? If you guys want to submit a Brothers Verdict, so kind of just discuss whatever you guys leave in the comments. Just comment down below. Top 5 hot takes on anime or any
Subscribe.
superhero, anything.
Oh yeah, have you still subscribed?
Okay, so please do
Don't
subscribe.
waste up, just subscribe. Go to the
Subscribe. We have short form content link down below. If you want to check us out there, please support us. And all right, so this is from Nick Connor. He's a very popular Nick Connor. Say that 2 times fast, you get beat up by black guys. No, he's a very famous TikTok creator, but regardless, so he was reviewing a post. So we're talking about, ninjas.
Commander is his.
Ninjas, right? So is put him in a room, who comes out, right? So you have Yuri or Yori.
Powers allowed?
Sure. Yuri or Yori. Yuri is lesbian sex hentai. But if you don't know, you know. But from the spy family.
It's not the woman.
The mom.
You have Killua. You have Toji. You have Gabimaru. And you have Sakamoto. Who comes out?
Okay, the thing is, Sakamoto
He has
is
full
like,
force.
It's
Didn't he
ridiculous.
cut half of the Eiffel Tower?
He did hold the Eiffel Tower by himself. With just his weight.
It was Gabimaru. It was
Yuri.
uh-huh.
It was
Sakamoto
Killua,
dies.
and Toji.
Okay, let's not take the goofiness and unrealism.
Well, Yuri's
of
out.
Sakamoto.
Yuri's out.
Oh yeah.
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto. At the end of the day, there's no like mystical forces, no like
I think
bullshit.
Sakamoto packs up Toji every day of the week.
Yeah,
I'm big serious. Big serious.
But Sakamoto is just a guy.
And Toji's just a guy as well.
No, he's like above human.
Yeah,
He's
but
got-
I Sakamoto's above you.
Bro,
But he held up the tower by with just his weight.
Sakamoto threw someone through the window
Yeah,
of a
but
plane.
that's like I don't like that's.
But
like
he did do
comic
that.
relief.
But he did do that.
But he did do that.
Yeah, but he also blocked bullets with his fat apron.
No, it was a metal sheet. That makes sense.
No, but
But-
realistically,
Yeah.
don't know what to tell
I
you
think
about.
isn't Sakamoto faster than Toji? Not wrong.
Maybe.
Again, Sakamoto just bullshit.
Bro, he caught a bullet with chopsticks.
Well, okay. Let's,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, Sakamoto wins this. Like,
Well, over
No,
Toji.
I don't. Yeah, over Toji. Yeah, but I don't
mean,
know.
Killua
Killua
beats Toji.
Gabimaru.
Toji
Or
is
Gabimaru. Gabimaru is a problem to
Because
contend.
like he has his powers.
look. Killua beats both Toji and Gabimaru.
I
What?
think so. Yeah.
Killua
Really?
moves at the speed of light. So what are we talking
Yeah.
about?
And
Killua,
is God of Light.
and then Killua goes try and do that to Sakamoto, and he feels a slight little butterfly on him.
Killua, when he entered that
Godspeed.
that Godspeed mode, he did destroy one of the king's
Disciples, whatever, the three.
the red guy, like the big dude, and he was like insanely strong.
Yeah, so
Killua
there you
But
go.
he's only for a certain amount of time, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't
that's
matter.
enough time
Yeah.
to take all that.
But he's not taking out Sakamoto.
Killua.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's
I
gonna
don't
feel
think
like
so, bro.
the fat's gonna reverberate and move
Yeah,
the back.
Okay, yeah, but no,
I'll keep it a buck, bro.
No.
We're being serious.
You said no. I'm sorry,
Well,
but
is he fat or is he skinny?
He can't move him.
that Chimera Ant, the red guy, he was like one of the strongest soldiers.
Yeah.
Like Sakamoto is not stronger than that.
Maybe.
He has comical relief,
Yeah,
but
he held the Eiffel Tower.
He's stronger than Killua.
this guy wouldn't. No,
He's no, as in by just strength, he's stronger than Killua.
okay.
Right?
Sheer power output, no.
Faster reflexes.
What do you mean sheer power output? In terms of being the ability of holding heavy weight.
Sure.
Sakamoto's stronger.
We're not doing a weight
But he
competition.
has fast ass fucking reflexes.
Not faster than light speed.
Well, to be fair, you've never seen Killua do anything at light speed.
No, you do when he's Godspeed. you
Yeah.
know.
No, you see him run very fast. That doesn't mean
No,
it's
but
speed of light.
he
And also, like,
You
he
don't
has,
see him do
he
anything at
has
speed
like
of light.
lightning.
That doesn't mean he's moving at
No,
the
no,
speed
but
of
he-
light.
Lightning is at the speed of light. So if he throws lightning,
Yeah, but
at
it doesn't mean
Sakamoto-
he's running at the speed of light.
He throws a lightning bolt at Sakamoto. What does he do?
He's grabbing it with chopsticks.
Yeah, bro. I'll be real.
no,
Sakamoto takes it.
I think
Killua wins. Killua is the only one
Nah,
that can win.
Sakamoto
might
dies.
win, actually.
Yeah,
Nah,
he does.
I genuinely think
It might be
Sakamoto held up the Alpha Tower, bro, or the
that's
Tokyo
it's all
Tower.
goofy shit. Sakamoto only fights real people. Are we serious?
The old
I don't
man
even
cut the
know.
building in half.
Killua
the
fought
old man
like
cut the-
chimera monstrosities.
The old man cut the fucking building. The old man there would fucking cut out most ants that he'd see, bro.
Yeah.
I was
No.
playing.
But sure, we can give it to Killua.
Killua.
I think Sakamoto did.
I think
Killua.
Sakamoto.
It's either them two.
Well,
It's Killua.
I actually
Let
don't
us
know.
know.
I don't know who people are. I don't think anyone agrees with Sakamoto.
Did Nick
No,
have an
I don't
answer?
think so.
Or was he just...
Yeah, no, he didn't really get to an answer, but I don't think he thought Sakamoto.
Tag him, so he may...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I would say Killua, like 1,000,000%.
Fair.
People don't agree with Sakamoto, to be fair.
Yeah.
Gabimaru solos the list. So Johnny
Gam-
Joestar says Gabimaru solos the list without using his techniques.
No, that's not true. Again, the thing is, I'll pick Gabimaru over Sakamoto.
Bro, Sakamoto's fucking.
I think
What's it
the
got,
creator glitched Toji a lot, apparently, from what people were saying. He also called Gabimaru Benimar.
Should we move on to
The one who asked said Toji loses to Gabimaru.
the one who asked?
Does Toji lose to Gabimaru? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tate _03 says it's between Kiwo and Gabimaru, and it's even close. I personally choose Gabimaru. I think Kiwo takes Gabimaru.
I think Sakamoto
Yes.
takes Kamimaru.
No.
He caught a bullet with chopsticks.
I thought Toji would be more in conversation.
Are we forgetting who Gabimaru fights?
Are we forgetting Toji, bro? What?
Should we move on to GuessLink?
Yeah.
We gotta pick
All right,
characters.
so now we're moving on to GuessLink. So the way GuessLinks work is they won last game, so they're the judges. So me and Rafa are competing. It's gonna be teams of two. Who am I with?
I'm with you.
I'm with Thiago and Peters with Rafa.
I'm
We
with
have
you,
15 questions to narrow out the characters they are thinking, and it's yes or no questions. See, it took so long.
Is my character from an animated property?
Yes.
Is my character from an animated property?
Yes.
Is it anime specifically?
No.
Is it anime specifically?
No.
Was the
Subreddit.
show? There was
So,
the character. So
I'll
was the
put it back in my
show
trousers.
on Netflix? Slash film on Netflix.
I want to say no, but feel free to help me out, Chad. I'll double check for you.
Is this? Well, he checks. Is this character from a childhood, or would you say childhood?
Yes.
Is my character from a show?
No.
Is my character from a movie?
No.
Is it a? Would you say? Would you a childhood movie?
Yes.
Is this show in Cartoon Network?
Yes.
Interesting. I was thinking Cold Wheel for some reason.
Is it?
Oh, he's gonna give me fucking character from Amazing World of Gumball, and I'm gonna go through the whole class again. Talk about Bigfoot and his fucking granny mom, bro.
Yeah, but you can remember fucking Banana Joe, man.
The banana jump.
Is it from a franchise, so more than one film?
No.
Is my character a main character of the show?
No.
An animated film. That's only one. That's childhood. Are my characters? Are the main characters human? Strictly human.
I'm gonna go with the no for that.
Main
answer.
characters.
I'm gonna go.
Character. Does that help? Is my main character
I'm
human?
gonna give you
No. So what would you ask?
Is my main character human?
no.
You're alright.
You're right, boy. Is my show that my character's from either Adventure Time or a regular show?
Yes.
Smart. Nah, I think I got this in the bag. I feel confident. 7 questions, and I pretty much have the show.
Is my character an animal?
Yes.
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 Do you need me to confirm?
Yes.
Is it Adventure Time?
Come on,
Final
Carter.
answer?
No, like the show that my character's
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
Huge hezzy. Well, you stink of shit, man. There's no hezzy on that. There's no
He says
no, he stinks of urine. Sour urine, no.
It does take a share.
It's because we all ferment.
We've actually been in this room for the last 24
Is my
hours.
character a dog?
No.
Okay.
Well, what kind of dog?
Poodle.
What do you consider a dog?
Can my character fly?
Yeah. What?
I have no idea.
No, that takes out the Fire Princess, Princess Bubblegum, the banana guard. I fully thought he went banana guard.
It's actually 11.
No,
Yeah.
the guards are bananas.
No, they're violent.
Of the bubblegum.
Yeah,
Kingdom.
it was
They're bananas.
Pretty sure they're lemons.
I promise you, they're bananas.
No, because they're all candy.
They're bananas with spears.
It could be banana candy.
I'm pretty sure they're called banana golf.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I believe you.
No, I'm gonna search it up. I'm gonna search up banana.
You can't search stuff up during the game.
I'm gonna search a banana guard after.
Does it involve aliens?
No.
Huge has it.
Is my character a vampire?
No.
Marceline.
Bro, I legit do not know. It's not Bolt or Chicken Little. There's 2 films that I had, bro.
Bad.
What Soul films that we fucking watched?
Soul?
Childhood.
I haven't gone much. So do you mind if I think about mine before I think about yours?
10 seconds left.
I got you there. I got there. You there.
I don't know fucking cool.
Throw has it.
Shut up.
Kind of need an answer.
To be fair, I only have one in mind. If it's not that, then
Is it a Disney property?
Help me out with this one. I can check. Yes.
Technically.
I should have just asked another question.
Yeah, Google said yes. So take that as you might.
It's technically.
does my character have powers?
Yes.
Bro.
Yes, sir.
I have no clue. I have legit no fucking clue. A solo animated property.
Is that all you know?
No, I know that it's, my character's an animal. It's another human MC. I know it's not Bolt. I know it's not Chicken Little. I know it's a Disney property. It doesn't help me much. It's not Mowgli or the fucking book. It's not Tarzan.
Not human MC. That's what we said.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? The thing is, most of the childhood films that we watched were trilogies or some or.
Well, I'm thinking of a bunch, but I think all of them are Pixar.
I don't think the Disney
Well,
one's gonna help you. So
Yeah, I know.
I said technically to Disney because Disney currently
Go with
owns
the
Pixar.
technically. Yeah,
Yeah,
go with the
I know.
technically.
Disney owns Pixar now. So.
Really?
Oh, then there's a couple
Is there?
of like animals where it's not human MC.
With just one film. Yeah.
Sorry.
Does it have any sort of like powers?
No.
With animals, mate.
I don't know. I've lost.
I think I know. Does my character love princesses?
What a question.
Some could say, yeah.
Are you asking if your character is not? Is that what you're asking?
No, I know what my character is. Simao.
Are there humans?
Yes.
Is my character Simon the Ice King?
Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is.
Rafinha. What do you think it is? You got a minute and a half.
Oh, you know that it's a movie. And it's a solo movie.
Alex. Alex the Lion. I don't fucking know.
Alex the Lion, that's your answer.
Well, I don't know any soul films.
It involves cooking.
Oh, Ratatouille.
Isn't there more than one?
Nope,
Just one.
just the one.
The one Ratatouille.
Wrap it up. He's
There.
gonna do punishment next episode.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We're going to be here next Monday as always. So if you enjoyed, subscribe and we'll see you next episode.